Hello, everybody. It is noon on Monday, and we are starting our health boot camp series. I'm really excited this week. And the point of this series this week, the next 4 days, is really to give you a direction. Where are we headed with our health? Where are you headed with your life? Where do you want to go? And let's get you started on that path so you have a clear idea of where you're going. It's very hard to get somewhere if you don't know where you're going. So that is the theme for today, actually, is we are going to be talking today about envisioning your health for the future. And where is it that you want to be going? Now, I always talk to my clients about the fact that, health and life are linked. You can't really have the life that you want unless you also have the health that you want as well, the health to support that. So when I work with clients as a health coach on their health, I'm also working with them on where is it that you want to be in your life? What do you want to change? What do you love that you have? What would you like to alter? Those kinds of things, because inevitably those are what get you to the health that you want to have. So this idea of envisioning your health for the future, I always say you've got to know where you want to go, right? You have to have a destination. You would never decide, I really want to take a trip. I'm going to just hop on a plane and see where it happens to land, right? You actually plan for it. You say, where am I going to go on this trip? Where do I want to go? Do I want to go to Hawaii? Do I want to go to Alaska? Do I want to go to Costa Rica? Do I want to go to Australia? Do I want to go to China? Like, where is it that I want to go? Because how you prepare for that trip, the things that you pack for that trip are going to be different depending on what your destination is. So if you don't have a destination in mind, it's really hard to actually take yourself where you want to go. And the same is true in life, just like on a vacation. If you don't know where you're going on vacation, it's really hard to pack. If you don't know where you want to go in life, it's really hard to set up your health to support you in that. And I'm so glad to see you guys popping on. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Jen. Let's see, I know a couple other people popped on. Jill and Courtney. It's great to see you all. Happy Monday. So today we're going to talk about how do you create this destination? How do you figure out where is it that you want to go? Because it's literally the first question you have to ask yourself when you are trying to make changes to your health and to how you feel. And if it's you want more energy, what do you want more energy for? If you want to lose weight, why? What's that going to get you? So depending on what you are working towards in your health, you've got to know why. You've got to know where this destination is that you are going. That's great. Thank you, Jen. I love it too. So over the course of this week, kind of the big project that I'm going to have you guys working on is a vision board. And we're going to use this as a tool to actually help figure out what your first steps are in terms of getting yourself closer to the health and the life that you want. So you will see behind me here, I'm going to angle this down just a little bit. Ta-da! I have this lovely blank poster board. Now, the thing I love about vision boards is you can actually do this in a lot of different ways. You can do it on a poster board like this. You can do it on a regular sheet of paper. You can even do it on a computer. I like the tactile stuff. I'm a very tactile learner. So I create it on a vision board or on a poster board. So what is a vision board? It's something you probably have heard of, but you can use it in all sorts of ways. People use it a lot in business to sort of see where they want to take their business, where do they want to go, what are their goals for their business for that year. Groups will use it a lot. So whether that's a community group or a nonprofit or whatever, they'll use a vision board as a way to say, where are we headed together as a group? I use it right now in terms of what do I want in my life? And what are the components that I don't yet have that are really important to me that I want to put on this board to remind me why I want to take the steps that I want to take, and also help me define what are those steps that I actually want to take. So I created my vision board. Flip that around. Here it is. And we're going to go through what are the steps to take in order to create the vision board. And over the next few days, I'm going to ask you to start, take a picture, post it on the Facebook page of the various stages of your vision board as you go through it. And over the next couple days, then we're going to use what you put on this vision board to help facilitate what are the steps that you're going to take in your health so that you can achieve these different things. Now, I'm going to put this down. I might hold it back up again in a minute, but ta-da! Okay. So, there are steps to take in creating a vision board, no matter how you do it, what sort of layout you use, if you're painting it, if you're drawing it, if you're using cutouts from magazines, there's the steps that you take. So the first one is to find a vibrant picture of you that will go in the center of your vision board. And if for whatever reason you don't have one that you like, then find a representation of the vibrancy and the health that you want to have. Okay? So for me, I took a picture of me, I don't know how well you can see it, swinging on a rope swing over a river. That is the picture that I used for the center of my vision board. I'm having fun. It was a great day. It was a beautiful space. It was awesome. Is it my most, favorite picture of me, personally? No. But it represents the vibrancy that I want to have in my life. So that goes right in the middle. And that is step one. So that's the first thing to do. If you're doing it on a computer, you can find a photo on the computer. You can find a picture printed out, whatever, and stick it in the middle. Okay? So that would be step one for your vision board. The second one is to think for you, what are the categories that you would like to have on your vision board? What are the aspects of your world and of your life that are most important to you? And there is not a set of categories that you have to go with. You want to think, so for me, I've got home and family in one corner. I have me, because I think I'm important. I have living, which, we'll come back to it. And then I have work. The home and family is pretty self-explanatory, right? Me, I could have called this a lot of different things. I could have called it well-being. I could have called it spirituality. I could have called it, solitary time. I could have called it self-care. So you find the word that speaks to you. And I could have used self-care, spirituality, those all really resonate with me, but to me, they all wrap into kind of me, who I am and what I need for myself. So down here, I have living. That could have been social. That could have been fun. That could have been extracurricular, those kinds of things. So you, again, find the word that represents what that aspect of your life means to you and what is most important to you in that way. And then over here I put work, because work is also very important to me. It's one of the things that I'm driving for these days. You can have more than 4 categories. I like 4. I like having one in each corner. There's a lot of times kind of subcategories that will bridge these together. There's a bridge between my family life and me. So I could have created kind of a central one in here and written something else. I like to try to keep them really simple. So create your categories and stick one in each corner, or if you have more, spread them out around the board. So that's step 2. So now you've got the center picture of yourself and you have your categories around the edges. Then the next thing to do is come up with your media, right? Is it words, right? I found some words here: better sleep. I found family. I found upgrade your home, live your best life, just words that I cut out of magazine. I could have drawn them myself. I could have done painting on here or sketches, of what it is that's critical for me. I went through magazines and I cut out images. You can do it all sorts of different ways. But the third step is to find those images or create those images and words that represent the things that you are really important to you within those different categories. And then the fourth is to put it all together. And you just sit there and play. It's interesting because, so I have a picture, I'm going to show this a little closer again. I have an image here. So being a health coach and a food enthusiast, food's a big part of my world. So I have a picture of what I think looks delicious right here. I have another one down here at work, right? So for me, there are things that can move between the different categories. I might choose to put them in both and I might not. Up here, sort of my central theme right now, and one of the driving forces for me this upcoming year, is the fact that my family and I need to find a new home. And so these images here of like family with houses and things like that, that is a driving factor for me in a lot of what I consider when I am making choices in my life. How is this going to impact our ability to find a new home? Where are we going to live? All those kinds of things. And similar, so down in the work category, I have an image of a workshop because I love giving workshops. That's really a focus for me in my work this year. And I have this whole section of, farm to table, healthy food. And that's another big focus of my business this year, is to partner with a nonprofit where I can be giving back to that nonprofit who has a focus of sustainable farming in the world, if I can pull it off, right? Because to me, that's such an integral part of, we cannot be healthy unless our food is healthy and unless our environment is healthy. So those things are just linked and you can't unlink them. So to me, that's a real focus of my business this year. And then I have these words: find the best in you and live your best life. Because to me, these are kind of the core values of what I teach and what I work with my clients. So those to me are really critical aspects as well. And then if you go over here up on my me side, I have a heart because I want to remind myself that I need to love myself. That's part of me taking care of me. I have my relaxation time. I have my exercise. I'm find balance, be out in nature. These are all really critical aspects of what I need to do to take care of myself this year. And then at the bottom, for me, I could have called this fun. I called it living because to me, this is what makes life, right? Going out with friends, having a dance party. You probably heard me talk about dance parties before. I really love dance parties. Having date night with my honey, hanging out with friends, playing with my kids and my family. So this, to me, this is what makes life. Without this, it's pretty dull. So this is what I came up with. And the beauty of having a vision board like this, of having something that has the critical components for you, that has what's important to you. What are you striving for? What is it that you want in your life that you don't have? And some of these things I have already, and some of them don't. I don't have a home. I mean, we do have a home right now, but we have to leave this home. So we don't know where our next home is. That's a big question mark for me this year, and that's a big focus. This idea of partnering with a nonprofit. There's a lot of them out there. I love that Jen says you can definitely find that nonprofit, and absolutely. The trouble that I'm having with it is which one, and what is the best partnership that I can bring with my business to that nonprofit. So That's another big focus for me. That's something that I don't yet have. And having it on my vision board, having it present there, helps me keep my focus. We all have those days, right? When we wake up and we're like, I don't really feel like adulting today. I don't want to do it. Can I just, hang out and have a movie fest, or just drink a lot of tea under a blanket, or maybe I just want to play hooky and go play in the snow. I don't know about you guys, but we just got a massive amount of snow up in the mountains. And it's really hard to decide, no, I'm going to focus on what I know I need to do today. Having our destination, having this really a visual representation of why we are taking the steps that we're taking. Why are we moving in the direction where we're moving is really, really helpful. For me, when I don't have my motivation that day, I want to play hooky and just go play, take my kids out of school maybe, go have fun. I can look at this and say, no, you know what? I'm really going to buckle down. I'm going to take care of me first. Maybe get out for a walk, find my energy, and I'm going to buckle down because there are some things on this board I don't have yet, and they are really important to me. And I am driving for that this year, and I am determined that I'm going to get there. So that is what I'm encouraging all of you today, is to go and create or start creating your vision board. Even if that's just taking 20 minutes throughout the day and writing down the different parts that are important to you. You start with yourself. What are the categories that you want to use on your vision board? Is it yourself? Is it spirituality? Is it your health specifically? Is it your family? Is it your friends? You can clump them together. You can keep them separate. And then start listing underneath. What are the things that are really important to you in those categories? Both the things that you have that are important and the things that you are striving for that maybe you don't have yet. And then over the course of the next few days, I encourage you to either create the images or go leaf through some magazines. I mean, we all have magazines hanging. I'm not the only one, right? Everybody here has magazines laying around their house. I've got my pile right here on the floor, actually. I'm so washed out today on this video. That's just a little random side note. Sorry about that. So go through your magazines and find the images that represent those things that you just wrote down. Start cutting them out. Paste them onto pieces of paper. If you don't have one of these laying around the house, you do not have to go out and buy one. That's for shizzle. You can paste together pieces of paper. Actually what I used to do, I happened to have this around the house this week because I bought a bunch for my daughter for school. But what I used to use, hang on, sides of cardboard boxes. If you have a cardboard box, cut out a chunk of it. You can just, it doesn't matter if it has writing on it. This one we turned into a poster, actually. But you can literally just put white paper over the top of this or spray paint it if you have spray paint and just start using this as your vision board. Cardboard box. It's awesome. So don't make it difficult. Don't overthink it. We all have the basic materials around our house to be able to create these things and to be able to do it. Thank you, Carol. I'm glad I don't look washed out. So think about what is your destination. Right at the beginning of this whole video, we talked about the fact that how do you know what steps to take if you don't know where you are headed? A lot of people apply this to their work. Very few people apply it to their health and their life. So I'm encouraging you to take this and actually apply it to your health and your life. What is the destination that you have? Where do you want the next airplane to take you on your vacation? And in this case, where do you want it to take you in your health? What are the things that are missing? What are the things that you have that you don't want to lose? And start creating this vision board for yourself. And then over the next 2 days, so tomorrow we will be talking about how to take the things that you have come up with, how to take that and how to create your own personalized path forward. How do you use these images and use this sort of, this task as a way to then create your steps? How do I get to where I'm going? What do I start with first? And how do I go from there? And to utilize this then as your motivation to continue to keep going, like I said, on those days when it's just kind of hard to continue to keep going. And then Wednesday, we're going to talk about setting up your day. I call them magical morning strategies. So set up your day so that you can actually achieve what you have set out to achieve. You know, you create this beautiful to-do list or these beautiful steps for you to take on your journey. But if you don't have the energy or the focus to be able to actually do those steps, it's pretty useless, right? Then this is just a pretty little board. It doesn't really do much else. So that's going to be Wednesday. We're going to use that, create some magic in the morning so that you have the energy, you have the focus to be able to do the things that you've set out to do during the day. And then the final thing is we'll put it all together on Thursday. Kind of tie it up with a nice little bow and send you on your way. And of course, there will be gifts to be given on Thursday to help you guys continue to move forward in this journey. So I want to wrap up today, but let's recap really quickly what you are going to be working on. So today is all about finding your destination. Where is it that you're going? What is the journey that you want to take yourself on? Where do you want to go? What is that picture? Paint the picture for yourself. And then actually create a picture for yourself. That can look like this, right? Vision board, step 1, vibrant picture of yourself in the center. Create the categories that are most important for you on this particular journey. And then find the visual representations that go with that. It can be done on a board. It can be done on a piece of cardboard. It can be done on a smaller piece of paper. You just have to make it a mini version. Or you can do it on your computer. I happen to like the tactile side of things. You can draw the images. You can cut them out of magazines. You can just use words and write words and make it a word clump. But I want to see what you come up with. So take a picture and post it on the Facebook page and show me what is it that you are creating to show yourself what is the destination that I am working towards right now. So that is your first assignment. That is what we are starting with on our 4-day health boot camp this week. Creating your very own vision board for where is it that you want to go this year? Where is it that your health would be best served? What are you working for? Find your motivation, right? And I can't wait to see what you come up with. Even if you don't get the board done today, although I have to say this literally took me 45 minutes, the whole thing, from start to finish, 45 minutes. So this is not an overthink it kind of assignment. This is just what comes to mind. What are the things that you are thinking of? What are the things that you really desire? But you do not have to get this completed today, but I at least want you to start mulling it over, start making those lists, start writing it down, so that when you come back tomorrow, we can start creating your personalized plan. Okay? All right. So any questions? Post them out in the comments section. I will be on here the rest of the afternoon today, answering any questions that you have. Start posting your pictures. It can be a work in progress. As soon as you find that picture of yourself that you're going to put on the middle, show us what that is. Yay! I can't wait to see. So everybody have a wonderful Monday afternoon. Thank you so much for joining today. I was so pleased to see you guys here. I'm so excited to go on this 4-day fun journey with you. And we will be back right here, same page, same time tomorrow, noon Pacific time, for another half an hour talking about your personalized journey, how to take your vision, how to take your destination and start to break it down into your steps of what you need to do to get to where you want to go. All right. So I will see you ladies all tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Mwah.